It's time to retire my backpack. I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you what is inside my pack. First off, it is an Ultimate Direction. This is a fast pack and it's 20 liters. This is probably my fourth Ultimate Direction fast pack of some size. I love the front pockets. For me, it's party in the front and business in the back. It is the mullet of backpacks. Okay, that's the reverse mullet. I wanted to show you what do I keep in my front pockets. Let's start over here. Tissues. These are my favorite tissues. What I love about them is they are thicker, and the regular brand, not as thick, and these last a really long time, so I don't go through them as quickly as some. What else is in this pocket? I keep a small thing of hand sanitizer. Oftentimes when you use the restrooms on trail, they don't have water, and I prefer to use hand sanitizer even if they do have water. Okay, over here, I keep my Electrolyte shoes, and this pack needs to be replenished, so I will let you know what I use here. And then this one, I always keep empty because it's my trash as I'm on trail, and I put my tissues in here, or I put my bar wrappers in here. It's my trash. It's my little front trash can. These up here, I have sunglasses because you gotta have sunglasses on trail. By the way, they're bifocal sunglasses. And then because it's a handicap, not being able to see on trail, if I need to read a map or something, I've got my glasses in here. Must have. This front zipper, I keep my keys in there. And then in here, in this one, because I'm taking everything out, I keep my lip balm with sunscreen. Gotta have that. Over here, as I've done in videos before, it's not an air horn, it's a bear horn. And I like this because it's less aggressive. Where I normally hike, there are no bears. I hiked in Tahoe a while back, and so I got this for that event. It just stays in my backpack now. Pretty much anything that I put in my backpack, it just stays. It has a purpose. I feel like I'm a person who never changes my purse unless I get a new one, and then I change, and then I don't change until I get another new one. It's the same with my backpack. I just keep adding to my supply so that when I'm out on trail, I don't, oh shoot, I forgot to put this in my backpack. It's everything in that I need on trail is in here all the time. All right, this one I've always kept empty. I don't know why. And then over here, I have gloves. I keep these gloves in here year round, whether I'm gonna use them or not. It's just, sometimes those early morning hikes it's really cold. And so I like to have my gloves. That covers my front pockets. I do use this pocket right here for my my hydration and keep that tucked in there. All right, let me show you what's inside. What I love about this pack is the back pocket. So I keep my selfie stick in there because you never know when you're gonna need to film on trail. I have a bag. Now, this bag doesn't have a lot of food in it right now. This is where I keep any snacks that I'm gonna have on trail or for lunch. I keep them in here. Bag needs to be replaced. I also, in my front pocket that has my Electrolyte shoes, I always have a bar in there too, to have halfway on the trail so that it's easily accessible. I also like to have bananas on trail, and I'll put a banana in the front pocket as well. So that is that big pocket. Now, you might be asking, and I forgot to say, Becky, why are you switching out your backpack? Looks pretty good. So one, you can see all of my pockets, I use them so much, they're all kind of stretched out. And another thing that I really love about this pack is these little guys here. I'll show you this one. So what's the deal is oftentimes these adjustable straps, you adjust them and they're just hanging. And I don't like that. Where this is super cool, you roll it up, I'm not gonna roll it all the way, and then this little elastic thing just goes right over it and holds it in place. So these are a little bit worn out, and when I'm hiking and things are dangling, it's irritating to me. So I like it when everything's just nice and tucked in. All right, so the back's got the pocket, and then we've got the side zipper over here. So let me show you what's inside. It's not a lot. There is a pocket inside here, and it's well tucked away. So let me show you what's in this pocket. What is in this pocket? It's been a while since I've opened it. I don't need it very often. Okay, I've got Advil and Tylenol. One of the most must-have on trail, toenail clippers. If you are on trail and you go, oh shoot, I forgot to trim my toenails, you can do it on trail and you don't have to worry about the clippings because you're out in nature. I also have these, and I'll be honest, I don't really care for them, but in a pinch, they're nice. They don't weigh anything. They don't take up very much space. So I use this. And then I like a spray for bugs. A friend of mine, she would spray and then she would just walk into it, kind of like perfume. All right. And then at the very bottom of my pack, I keep this. It's just a little thing that is lightweight, and I can keep all of my, really, it's almost like an emergency kit. Let's see what's inside. All right, I have extra tissues. This, even though the container, the wrapper's not on it, this is a rain poncho. It's a disposable rain poncho, literally weighs nothing, takes up very little space, especially when it's an original package. And when you're on trail and it's misty or it's raining, it's unexpected rain, which has happened to me several times, you just pull this out, and I've reused them. In fact, I think this is why it's not in the kit, because I reused it. I'll just hang it in my garage, let it dry. But you can get a pack of, I think, 6 for $11 on Amazon. So it's super cheap and a really good lifesaver. This is a cooling towel. And, you know, I lost one last summer, but it's so nice. This brand is, here it is. That's the brand. I got them at Costco years ago and love it. And I've never been able to find the exact same one. But what I love about this is, one, it's lightweight, put it in a bag. I don't even know. If I'm going to be hiking and I know it's hot, I will get this wet, put it in the bag, and I put a little bit of extra water in here and seal it. Therefore, when I need it, I just put it on the back of my neck and it feels so good. I love it. All right, I have a first aid kit. What's in my first aid kit? I have more Tylenol and Advil. Not that I ever use it on the trail, but you know, some people do. I have like ointment, Band-Aids, hair tie, sanitizing wipes. But here's something I want to show you that I have that is really important. It could actually be a lifesaver. These packets are from the those noodles, you know, the dried up noodles with the, I can't remember what it's called. I threw away the noodles and I kept the packets. When you're hiking the Grand Canyon and it's really, really hot and you're suffering from dehydration, the rangers will give you this with some water and it will change your life. Now, I personally haven't had to take it, but I think I have 3 packets in my emergency kit. And if I'm on trail and someone's suffering, or I am, this is a true lifesaver. Weighs nothing, takes up hardly any space, and it could be a massive game changer. I have more of these wipes. Why I have so many of these, I don't know. Why not, right? I have a headlamp and batteries. This headlamp is I think it's black diamond. It's a black diamond headlamp. I got extra batteries in there. That is, again, weighs nothing, but could be a true lifesaver, because people think, oh, I'll just use my phone. No, you won't, because the battery will die. I have a good old-fashioned compass, because why not? Okay, this is a head net. This thing, again, weighs nothing, takes up very little space, but could be a massive game changer. You just take it out and you put it over your hat and boom, no bugs are coming in. I don't know about you, but I've been on trail where the bugs are aplenty and they're buzzing all over your face and in your ears and in your eyes and in your nose, and it's tolerable for about, I don't know, 2 seconds. And then you're thinking, I need a solution. Head net, easy. Okay, this guy right here, it's by Be Free, and it is a water filtration system. So I would go to an actively moving stream, not stagnant water, and I would scoop it up and put this on. And it takes a little while. I think the filter needs to get hydrated, get wet. And then if you've gone to a cold stream, most streams are, and then you drink that cold, fresh water, it's delicious. This is, these are a little bit pricey. I think they're like $30 or $40. But again, nothing, hardly takes up any space. And it can be a life changer, because you could be on trail and run out of water and then find a stream and can't drink from the stream because you don't want to get sick. I have an emergency blanket. This is not a fireproof blanket, but it is an emergency blanket. Say I get cold, I get stuck somewhere, and I need to stay warm. This is perfect. This is another sanitizing wipe. I have sunscreen, and this I discovered a couple of years ago, BioFreeze. These are little, in fact, I don't even know if these are still wet, but these are great if you're having back pain, if you're having ankle pain, to just pop these on and have some nice relief. I also have extra hair ties. And then at the very bottom of my bag, I have my knee braces. You know, I used to use these all the time, and I've strengthened my legs, and I do some foam rolling. So it's really prevented having knee pain. But these, again, bottom of my backpack, take up no space, light as can be, a total game changer. And now, let's see, that covers all of that. So with the Ultimate Direction Fast Pack, it kind of just unrolls up here. And then inside here, I have my 3-liter bladder. I'll be switching this out. This, let me tell you about my bladder. Let me tell you about my bladder. Words I don't think I've ever said. This is a military grade bladder. I got it on Amazon, and it is a, what is it? It's called Hydro Pack. And I had break bladder anxiety on trail, and I was so afraid that my bladder was going to break. I have a friend who had that happen to her. I have 2 friends who've had their bladders break on trail. You can also call it a reservoir. I say bladder. And it's been a fear of mine. So I got a military grade bladder, and no issues whatsoever. I did just recently replace it because the tube that came with it couldn't be cleaned. This just couldn't be cleaned. When I clean my bladder, this is the only area that's kind of hard to get clean. You can use like almost like a mascara brush, you know, obviously clean one in there, but still, you know, after so much use, it does kind of get to where you can't get it clean. But I love this. It does turn inside out, so it's easy to clean, and it is dishwasher safe. I've put them in the dishwasher before, but I wouldn't do it again. I just use a bottle brush with some soap and scrub it, rinse it really well. I hang it to dry, and it's like new again. So there's one more thing that I have in my pack, and it is way down there. It's shoved so far down, and it is my poop kit. Yes, that is exactly what I said. There are, there's toilet paper in here, and there are extra bags. So there's a what you pack in, you need to pack out rule, and you know, to each his own. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so there you have it. But you might be wondering, Becky, what does your new backpack look like? Well, let's see. Let me take this out. And so we can officially retire this pack. It is completely empty. Oh, on the sides here, I have, this is, okay, let's say you need to go number 1. This is a super cool little wipe. I'll be honest, I haven't used it yet. But the idea is it's like a charcoal thing, and you would just put your hand right here and you would dab. Boop, boop, boop. That's how you use that. Again, I haven't used it, so I don't need to go into detail on that. Let's see, what else do I have on the side? Oh, I always keep extra Element because I've been on trail with Element in my hydration pack, and if you can't taste it, you're dehydrated. That's what I found for myself. I couldn't taste the salt in my water one day, and I thought, that's weird. I know I put it in there. So I put more in there, and that did the trick. I can do another video on my experience of hydration. Okay, that's that. And then I always carry earbuds with me. There she is. We've been together a lot. So, are you ready to see the new pack? Okay. Isn't she beautiful? So different. But look at the pockets, not stretched out. They're all in good shape. There are no stains on her. She's ready for adventure. This girl, she's ready for adventure. This is the exact same pack, obviously. It's just newer. That's all. There are no new features on the new pack whatsoever, other than it's not stretched. I mean, look at that. That's got some nice give there, and she's ready for adventure. I'm taking her on a hike right now. All right, there you go. That's what's in my pack. Make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends. Who do you know who's looking to start hiking? See you next time.